Philippines, what's up? This is ShikiYuki. As for this episode, I'll be teaching you how to play this game called stemepicheroes, which is designed by Aaron Hanna and published by Green Studios. So dito sa laro na to, you're gonna be cooperating with the greatest minds in history. So yung mga kagaya na itong characters na si Nikola Tesla, si Galileo Galilei, and si Ada Lovelace. Without further ado, I'll be showing you what are the components dito sa laro na to and how the game works. So, bali ito yung buong components ng game. Dito sa game na to, there are two types of cards, which is the hero deck and the discovery deck. Punta na tayo sa hero deck. The hero deck consists of 3 cards. Yung 3 cards ngayon are the hero cards, enhancement cards, at saka yung invention cards. Punta na tayo kay hero cards. So, hero cards is basically, as you know naman yung STEM. STEM, ibig sabihin yung STEM is science, technology, engineering, at saka mathematics. And then, one more thing to note is that meron character na tinatawag na polymath. Polymath, ibig sabihin yan is wild hero siya. Basically, yung wild hero can be categorized as the 4 icons here provided by the STEM. Next naman are the enhancement cards. Enhancement cards are actually dalawa sila. So, meron location cards and the item cards. Magkaparehas lang sila. Pero dito kasi sa laro na to, importante yung dalawang enhancement na yun. Otherwise, merong isa sa hero that can equip multiple enhancement cards. All heroes has to equip only 1 location card at saka 1 item card. So, bawal 2 or more in 1 hero. Otherwise, na-state ni isang card na he can equip more cards than one of the enhancements. So, you can equip 1 hero a maximum of 2 enhancements. Then, last is yung invention cards. Invention cards are basically like trap cards or magic cards. Kasi dahil dito sa card na to, you can activate it in any of your turn. So, kahit hindi mo turn, you can just basically play this card. So, what happens in this case is discard one of an opponent's discoveries or prevent an opponent from discarding one of your discoveries. So, it's like a multi-purpose card. And then ito naman, which is yung fun transfers, that to take 2 random cards from an opponent's hand. With that set aside, I could set aside these cards here and these cards here. As for the enhancement cards, I'll leave them here muna, which is I'll be explaining the discovery cards next. So sa discovery cards, kung napansin nyo, meron silang mga iba-ibang mga colors dito. There are some colors that are solid, which is full color siya. And then others are split, which yun yung tawag talaga or terminology sa game, which is this is called the split card, and then ito naman ang solid card. And then ito napansin nyo naman, merong points dito, and then isa sa mga scientific method, which is ito, observation step. So dito sa laro na to, you'll be collecting all of those 5 steps regardless kung anong klaseng type siya or branch siya ng STEM. Kasi once you do that, the end game triggers and then you'll be totaling the number of points. The player who has the most points wins the game. And then going back sa enhancement cards, meron rin sila sulat dito na points rin dito. Yun yung dahilan kung bakit importante rin siya in regard to equipping these cards to the heroes. Then lastly, yung nandito sa pinakailalim, these are the challenge cards. Upon initial setup, pero optional lang to if you want to make the game more advanced or a bit complex. You'll be adding 4 random cards in out of the 10 cards of the challenger cards here. So parang you'll be shuffling that and then deal 4. So bali, yung composition nitong challenge card na to is that ito yung point ng card and then yung prerequisite to get this card immediately. Upon getting the prerequisite ng requirement nitong card na to, you can actually immediately acquire this card and then gain this point. If ever there's a case na someone stole your card or someone sabotages you, this card won't be discarded. So, parang nakalock in na siya dun sa player na yun. So, for now, dahil dyan, we'll be playing a normal difficulty or base lang ng game. which is I'll just set yung advanced cards out of the tutorial. With that done, I can finally show you how to play the game. So basically, dito sa game na to, there are 3 actions that you can do in the game, which is playing our hero card, playing an enhancement card, and also skipping your turn. Now, to start the game, bali ang mangyayari, each player will be dealing 6 cards or drawing 6 cards dito sa hero decks. And then if ever man na meron ako mga cards that I don't want to keep here in the game, basically what happens is that I'll be choosing a number of cards that I don't want to keep and then discard them. Discard cards will be put here dito sa shared discard pile besides the hero cards, and then draw the number of cards that you have discarded. And now you can basically start the game. To start the game, yung first player determination dito sa laro na to is the player who can get to enumerate the number of the pile farthest to the decimal point. So if ever man hindi nyo kaya yun, what happens is that you can just randomly choose a player to start the game. So una ko munang i-explain is playing hero cards. So basically, playing hero cards is that you'll be choosing one hero card in your hand. Pero kailangan, once you do that, you'll be choosing one of the discovery cards here dito sa discovery pool. Kailangan it matches doon sa icons. In this case, I'll be getting this split card right here and then equipping it that to the hero like this. So once you do that, optional to, you can also equip one item card and then one location card. In this case, sabihin natin, I want to equip this card right here. And just tuck it in right there. So basically, I get 6 points na in total because of the discovery card that I received. And then, dito sa in-equip ko na card right there. So you can only play enhancement cards that matches also the symbol of that hero card right here. Otherwise, basically, you cannot play those cards. So in this case, example, ito you wanted to equip this character, you cannot do so kasi hindi naman siya engineer character. And then at the end of your turn, what happens is that you'll be discarding up to 3 cards. You'll always have to discard up to 3 and then drawing up to 6 cards. After doing so, you will also be replacing the card that you just got here dito sa discovery pool, and that wraps up the turn. Pero I still have 2 actions that I need to explain, which I'll be moving on from number 2, which is playing an enhancement card. So instead of playing a hero card, what happens is that you're gonna be playing an enhancement card. In this case, dahil ito lang yung hero ko as of the moment dito sa aking tableau, imagine niyo tableau ko to, like my personal tableau. I'll be equipping this classroom card dito sa hero na to, which gets me 2 points, and then that just basically ends my turn. Once I ended my turn by just simply playing enhancement cards, what you have to do is choose one of these discovery cards here. Dahil you didn't discover anything, you have to at least choose one discovery card and then discard it here dito sa beside the discovery deck, and then replace a new one. So one thing to keep in mind is that if you're gonna be playing enhancement cards, you can also play at least one item card and then one location card per turn. And then because you're just ending your turn by just playing an enhancement card, you'll be just, discarding up to 3 and then drawing up to 6. As always, you'll always do that every time na end ng turn mo. Ngayon, i-explain ko na yung skip a turn. Skip a turn, basically you won't do anything. What happens is that you end your turn and then apply the normal rule whenever you end your turn. So discarding up to 3 cards. Discarding at least one discovery card dito sa discovery pool, draw up to 6, and replace a new discovery card right here. So, for example, proceeding na naman tayo sa invention cards. Example, sabihin natin, I play this card, which is I discard one of the opponent's discoveries kung gusto ko man, or blocking the opponent from discarding one of my discoveries. In in this case, if ever man ganito yung mangyayari, I play the lost result and then one player plays another lost result. If ever man player A does this, player B does this, which is countering that card. Then one thing that you also have to keep in mind is this wild step right here. Yung wild step na to is can be categorized as any of the number of the research method. So from 1 to 5. Once you like lock in that number, it cannot be changed back. And then also kung napansin nyo, meron rin siyang specific type right here. So please do keep that in mind as well. So the game ends if ever means one player gets to achieve all of the scientific methods, which is those 5. And then there will be a final round ng ikot, which is until lang doon sa last player. The player who has the most accumulated points combined dun sa mga various hero cards na pinili nila wins the game. If ever there's a player that ties that match, tie breaks if ever there's a player who at least play the least cards comparing to other players. And that's how you play stemepicheroes. Before I do end this video, I would like to get this opportunity to thank Game Detective for letting me borrow this copy. So this copy is actually the Kickstarter version of the game. So if you do have any comments or suggestions dito sa content ko, please do comment down here below. Subscribe to my channel and then like my video so that you can get more of my updates in relating sa my real life content and to my gaming content. So I guess I'll just end this video right here. Again, this is ShikiYuki signing off and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Without further ado, I give you my best regards. Cheers!